So yoga and golf, why does it make sense?
So yoga is a practice that's been gaining more popularity over the past couple of years because it integrates multiple components that you're going to need to achieve peak performance in your golf game.
Do you think that yoga is, if not the most practical, one of the most practical things that a top aspiring player can do from a physical standpoint?
Yes, I think that yoga is one of the most beneficial fitness practices that an aspiring or professional golfer can do because it incorporates so many different elements of fitness in one practice. You're going to start at the ankle and just slide the foot up as high as you can. If you need to use your hand, that's fine. All the way up to the inner thigh and then hold.
When you look at measurables, have you already seen tangible differences with your players when you started incorporating a lot of different things that a lot of people would associate with yoga?
Absolutely. What you see with yoga is it builds self-awareness. You have to regulate your breathing. You know, and oftentimes when you get to coming down the stretch in a golf tournament, you know, there's not a lot of oxygen. You know, it's hard to find sometimes, and you know, getting guys to be more aware of their breathing and taking deep breaths and calming themselves and centering themselves has definitely been, I don't know if you can put a measure on it, but it's definitely, I've noticed guys starting to talk about, hey, you know, hey, this shot or whatever, I gotta, you know, take a few more deep breaths and get ready, get my heart rate down and get my mind right.
Are you noticing with your golfers, like you hear about guys in weight rooms and they set these benchmarks and they're proud of it and they want to go to a different level, that they're taking pride in the development and in the progress that they're making doing this stuff?
Absolutely. You know, I'm a firm believer there's a lot of different ways to get the job done, you know. And I think if you do something, you know, and you feel good about it and you can associate why, you know, it's going to help you, then chances are it's going to help you. So, you know, the benchmarks are great. You know, a little bit of competition never hurt anybody.
So since you started working with the players, there's certain feedback that I know you want to hear. What's the most important thing you've heard from the players right here at Houston?
Well, it's hard to say what's the most important thing because everybody's different, and what's really important to someone like distance, maybe not as important to another, such as endurance, making it through a round without being tired. So those are a couple of the things that I've heard from players. One, just being increased distance. Two, being able to make it through a round and not being as fatigued, being able to go on. Three, just from the stability and just the alignment and feeling like it's all coming together. I mean, that's what you want to hear.